was 2 big shows dropped this week. We'll start with the show that you can't complete yet. We'll start with Obi Wan Kenobi. I want to give you my thoughts because listener, my thoughts on Star Wars lately, and I'm down on Star Wars lately. I fucking love these 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I
these
absolutely
are
love them.
as you can for both.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything
because I've not seen anything.
I'm not going to spoil anything I talk about from now on. I think this is a return to a form of Star Wars I haven't seen in decades. I think it's phenomenal. There's something about Ewan McGregor. He is the best thing in the prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
I'd like anyone to argue with me on that one.
Did you watch the recap that they offered at the beginning?
Yes, sensational,
beautiful.
They remade it.
The best way to watch the prequels.
Did you know
is through that
remastered? The remastered moments from the original prequel and made it look modern. It looked fucking good. It looked really good. But there's definitely something about Ewan McGregor that you can't take your eyes off him at all. He is Alec Guinness. He is obviously. He always did. He did say he based his impression on him, didn't he? From start to finish. And this does seem like an early Alec Guinness, and that's what I like about it. There's some. And without spoiling anything really, it's not what I was scared that it's just going to be stuck on a planet like we were Book of Jango Fett, Boba Fett. Sorry, Book of Boba Fett. I thought, I hope we're not stuck on a planet. We're not stuck on a planet. That's the only spoil I'm going to say. We're not stuck on a planet. The villains, classic Empire, Star Wars baddies. There's just, I don't know, something. Did you watch them both, Candy?
Yeah. I'm the same. Really enjoyed them. I'm also going into it without having seen any of the most recent Disney series on Star Wars, and this is the only one really that I've been interested in seeing, and it really does just kick off straight from.
It doesn't feel like those other shows at all.
No, it doesn't.
The other shows had a lot of moments where a character, and in both shows, a character without a face, with a mask on, staring at the camera, trying to emote without having a face. Like, I don't think Mandalorian's bad. I think Mandalorian got better as it went on, massively.
Yeah, I didn't stick with it. That was
Mando kept improving.
It's very good when the story started to kick in. When it was like mission of the week. It was like, this is kind of fun. But then when he actually had a purpose and
season 2 of Mandalorian's really good.
Relationships with Grogu and other characters, that's when it kicked off. And
it did.
Yeah,
agreed.
And I mean, it's telling
Book of Boba Fett was the last 2 episodes were good.
The best 2 episodes were the ones that featured Mando.
Yeah. But this is like, all right, I get why they dropped a two-parter, because it's like one little narrative.
Yeah.
There's just something about, there's a foreboding in this film. Like, if you've seen the trailer, you know there's a foreboding menace there. You know there's a Darth Vader somewhere in the galaxy. And there is a forebodingness about it. Do you know what I mean? You can see it, can't you, Candy? All about it. It's just, we all know he's there.
Mm.
And it's frightening because he's still one of the best villains ever created. But the villains in this, the Inquisitors, they're pretty fucking good and all.
Mm.
I really like them. They remind me of a better fleshed out versions of the ones in Jedi Fallen Order, because they had Inquisitors in that as well.
Oh, that's right.
They're a lot better than them ones now. It's just, I don't know, there's something about the cinematography's way better. It's not doing that. Like, there are scenery shots and nice panning shots, but it's not lingering on them like Book of Boba Fett did. Fuck me, there's so much of Book of Boba Fett where it's just a bald man staring out into a desert. Literally for fucking an hour.
I think it was a better sequel to the prequels, or prequels.
Yeah,
prequel to the most recent films than the most recent set of 3 films were. I think it's better than those for sure. So far,
it's believable.
Yeah,
that's what I think about it. Like what they want in Obi-Wan to do. It's believable how you're getting him to do these things, because for all we knew after the third Star Wars, he just stayed and watched Luke Skywalker in a cave.
I mean, it's amazing what you can do when you actually sit down and think about what story you want to tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I think if you've got any love for Star Wars, I can already tell people are going to adore this. If you've fallen off Star Wars a little bit like I have of recent years, barring Rogue One, because I thought Rogue One was incredible, I think this is going to kind of reignite that spark again, because it feels much... It's not trying to do that theme. It's not a space western anymore. It's back to fantasy, amazing visuals, just fucking Ewan McGregor being Ewan McGregor. He's sensational.
Do you think... so what you're saying about Ewan McGregor, obviously, channeling Alec Guinness, do you think that now this is near enough 20 years on, just shy of 20 years from the end of the prequels, that it lends itself better, that we've got an older, more like wiser looking Obi-Wan, whereas he was still young then, trying to play. Like, if you look at the actual time gap over those 3 films, that's meant to take place over some like 30 odd years.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, the only thing that happens is he grows a beard, and he doesn't. Even though he's kind of channeling Alec Guinness there, you don't really see it. You kind of look at it and go, how does he turn into that?
Yeah.
You think that now you can see.
By the time you hit New Hope, he's looking an old man. There's this massive gap.
Short white hair, short white beard. Yeah. And you can see it. You can see it in this already.
Yeah.
You really can. You can see that stoicism that he has. You can see it's kind of it sounds strange, but it makes sense. He's channeling Alec Guinness and he's channeling Qui-Gon Jinn in a bit, because he was his master, he was his mentor. I'm seeing that Qui-Gon Jinn element to him.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's just
can you see a cameo from him in this that they've kept secret as a Force ghost?
I could. It's alluded in the recap. It does make note, and it lingers on it a little bit, where Yoda says to Obi-Wan, "We found a way to communicate with Qui-Gon." Do you know what they did in? So it lingered on that a little bit, but we haven't seen nothing of that yet.
I think we'll get that at some point.
There's nods, but it just, I don't know. There's something really good about it, and I think. Yeah, I'm glad to be liking Star Wars again. It's like a load. It's like, oh, thank fuck for that. I'm not a weirdo, because everyone loves Star Wars, and some people are blind by Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people say Han Solo, whatever it's called, is an incredible film. I'm like, have you watched it? Have you really watched it?
Fun. It's fun.
I enjoyed it, but
I enjoyed it.
It's fun.
It's not as good as
Is it incredible?
No.
It's better than the prequels.
Mate,
was it though?
Most things are better than the prequels.
I would disagree.
I think Solo's better than the prequels.
I wouldn't say that. The third prequel was good, I thought. The second, not so much.
It was okay. The second one's
the
terrible.
It's the acting
worst
in the
one
prequels.
out of the whole lot.
Yeah, it is.
Natalie Portman's nipples were the only standout from the prequels.
My God.
Out.
I thought we'd get through this without one of those. But yeah, I really liked it, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's just an episode a week now, isn't it? Going forward, which is absolutely fine. Which will tide me lovingly into. Is it Miss Marvel next? We've got. I think we have, haven't we? And that's the next one. Yeah, into Miss Marvel next. So Disney Plus again, bringing the goods.
How many Obi Wan episodes are there? Is it just 6?
6, I think.
6.
Yeah.
6. Yeah. That's nice. That's all you need. Don't drag it out.
Yeah. Don't drag it out.
Well, one thing I will say before we move on is, and it's not ruining anything, but the final scene of the second episode, my mouth was just open.
Yeah, my
heart just jumped out my face.
I did not expect it, me.
I know. I had to rewind it I think I rewound it about 3 times to watch it again. I was like, oh,
you watched it, Big? God. I didn't know you watched it. Sorry, mate. I didn't ask.
Yeah, I said at the beginning.
Have you got any thoughts in it then? Come on.
No, I totally agree with everything you said so far. That's what I'm saying.
That's
exactly the same
final
thing.
bit. That final bit. That's like my heart went into my throat, and I was like, "Fuck!"
It's scary.
I felt 8 years old again. Like when I first started getting into Star Wars, I was like, "This is it. This is what we needed." It feels like I don't know who's creating this. I don't know who's doing it, but it feels like they get it.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to go on about it too much, because we talked about it before. But like Stiggy says about the Force Awakens, I really enjoyed that because
I did.
It was an imitation of the New Hope, which is what everyone remembers, that adventure,
it's
that
a
fantasy,
serious
that
form
romp.
of flattery, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what I thought they were going to be doing with those last Star Wars movies, was go back to that sort of feeling of fun, and then it didn't quite work.
They didn't have a plan
out,
for those last 3 films.
No.
They didn't
but
have
these
a
shows
plan
where
whatsoever.
I personally thought Mandalorian absolutely nailed it. I haven't finished the Book of Boba Fett yet. I need to go and just finish that.
The ending's best bit, mate.
But I've just been looking forward to this stuff if they can nail it. And yeah, I'm really happy with Kenobi so far.
For what it is, and my final thought on it is, this is the first time we've got a main character show. Obi Wan Kenobi is a main character, and a powerful main character, and it's just, I just think it's sublime, and I'm so looking forward to how it's going to fizzle out.
Actually, just thinking about it, I think McGregor wants to prove a point as well because of the flack that the original movie's got.
Oh, he's proven it so far.
He wants this to be a success.
Yeah. Of course, none of it makes sense when you consider that one of the kids was hidden with a Skywalker, and Obi-Wan changed his name to Ben.
I know. It's absolutely stupid. It does kind of mention it in this.
You just got to. It's like,
just forget.
Your last name's Kenobi. Are you related to Obi-Wan? No, my name's Ben.
No, Ben Kenobi.
never heard of Obi-Wan. Okay, bye.
Yeah, never heard of him. This lightsaber? No, this is not a lightsaber.
What about the Skywalkers? Not related.
Don't know. Never heard of them.
It's just a common name. It's a common name. Don't worry about it.